I just ordered no low-cut dress. I've seen the men in this crowd, I know that. We had a chance a couple weeks ago. I was at a coal mine, small mine, and that's what West Virginia is, a series of small companies. She has 24 miners. 24, that's all. That's not a bit. But that, with us having 40, I can relate to 24. I remember when we had 24 miners. She showed me when I visited the site, her health care bill, she just got it from her insurance company. Because of the Obamacare, went up $84,000 a year. I think every one of the miners were blown away with that. It was showing the impact of this legislation. I've seen it in our own company. What they're telling us what our premiums are going to go up. I can see when we all as seniors and ought to be concerned when they take over $500 billion out of Medicare to fund this. You think that's not going to affect our Medicare program when you take $500 billion out of it? And then we're going to start, then what we're going to expand is the Medicaid program in the states. Well, yes, they may put some money in initially, but eventually, as Woody, we all know in the legislature, anyone that's been there, it's always just, after a while, the money stops coming from the federal government, and we're stuck with it. And we're all going to be paying higher taxes. There's some obligation to do it. It can't last forever. I'm going to say again, we got to repeal it and replace it. Are you with me on that? Yeah. And that includes tort reform. We've got to get something in the bill that stops this runaway lawsuit damage. The issues that they're talking about this, the Harvard Law School or Harvard School of Public Health said that 40% of the med-mal lawsuits are baseless. But yet they cost millions, if not billions of dollars across this country to defend them. We've got to get some things under control with that. So there was a meeting last week with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the State Chamber of Commerce had a meeting down at Greenbrier, and so we got a chance to go down to listen because I wanted to hear, I want to learn. Again, the engineer in me says, give me the facts and let me so that I can make a good decision once I have the facts. And they said there was a whole series of things, and I'm trying to get that. Unfortunately, we didn't have it for it, because I'd love to share some of the high points of what he talked about down there. And one of the things he was talking about was you have health savings accounts we have now, and you can have so much money into them. But under this bill, they're restricting, they're taking things out that you can't use your health savings account for. Things like Claritin and Benadryl. What? And by virtue of not being able to do that, that's going to raise money for the federal government. That's our money in those health savings accounts, and they're not going to let us use that in tax deductible expenses to be able to. We could go on and on. That's why it's so important. Again, this election is not about me anymore. This is about whether you want Nancy Pelosi and Obama continuing to lead. Now, we can't do anything about Obama. He's our president for the next 2.5 more years. But we can do something about the direction of our House, and we can do the direction of the Senate. John Racy, with that poll results he just got from Rasmussen, that tells you it's that kind of year. This group, and all across West Virginia, is going to put John Racy in the Senate. I hope you're all with him. We had in the House,